Well, welcome to Friday too. Happy Friday. Thank goodness it's Friday. Well, not that it makes a difference. Any day of the week is the same for me. So we're going to end the week with the Adventurous Sky stamp set. And we're going to do it in Mossy Meadow and Old Olive. Camera looks much better. Yes, what I did was I deleted it out of my computer and then reinstalled it. So I think it's much better. All right, so let's get started. We're going to start with an Old Olive card base, and it is 11 by 4 1/4, and we're going to score it at 5 1/2, just like that. Then I have a piece of Mossy Meadow, and this should be 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And this is going to go right onto the front of the card. So let's grab some glue. Hopefully it's not empty. And we're going to just add this right to the front of the card. Now, believe it or not, there is some DSP in the, I think it's Take It to the Sky, it's called, the designer series paper. Let me just look real quick. Make sure I got the right name. Take to the Sky. All right, so this is a piece of the designer series paper, and it has just the little airplanes on it. Yeah, I like this embossing folder too. It's a shame that it is no longer available because it is a really versatile embossing folder. Sheep, I am going to get mad. I'm going to put you to bed. Now stop. So our designer series paper is 5 1/4 by 4. And the first thing we're going to do is take our ruler and we are going to measure down 2 5/8 of an inch, which is, let me get my pencil, right here. And I've already marked it. Then what we're going to do is we're going to measure in from the right-hand side to the center of the card 2 inches, which is right here. Okay. And I'm just going to measure it over here again so I can draw a straight line. 2 5/8. And we're just going to line this up. And I'm just going to draw a light line on the piece of paper. And you probably can't even see it. Maybe a little bit. But there's my line. Hey, Karen. Good morning. I posted you'll notice in the group, I posted a catalog walkthrough picture. And if you go into the comments, there is a link that explains the catalog. And then if you need more explanation, let me know. And I will walk through the catalog. Probably not today. I would have to do it tomorrow. Okay, so now that we have that line, I am going to just take my scissors and I am going to cut right down that line 2 inches into the card. All right, and then we are going to, and I'm going to get my score board so I can do this, and we are going to score it from this corner here. I think that's it. Yep. From this corner to where we have the end of our cut. So the best way to do that is to close this piece on it, line up the point where we cut and then line up the point of the corner. All right. Let me just move this up this way. So we've got the corner and the end of our cut right there. And we're just going to score it. I want to make sure I get it right down there. Right to where we cut. All right. And then we're going to turn it and we're going to do the same thing. So I'm going to line up the other corner and I'm going to line up in the center and we're just going to score it right down. Okay, so now we have our cut mark, our two score lines. Can you see that? And then, yes, beautiful and sunny here too. It is actually, I want to say it's like 68 degrees. And that's why I'm not going to do a video today, because I want to get outside and work on my front garden. It's 64. All right, so now that we have our score lines, we are going to fold it back on those score lines. All right, now I am using this as a portrait card. You can also do it landscape, and you notice it looks like the top of a shirt. All right, but coming this way, it looks like a curtain. So now that it's scored, let's add some glue to this. And we're going to add it to the front of our card. So we're going to make sure it's on here even. And just glue down the largest part. All right. And then what we can do is just put a dab of glue on the corners and close it up. So like I said, now, hey Sheila, how are you? All right, so if you wanted to do landscape, it looks like the top of a shirt. If you do it portrait, it looks like a curtain. So now what I'm going to do is, and I already did it, I stamped the airplane using Pebbled Path, and I colored in the body of the airplane with Old Olive and the wings with a light gray. And we are going to grab some dimensionals. All right, Sheeb, let's not be a scutch. Oh, it's very nice working with a dog in your lap. She thinks she's a lap dog. And we're going to add some dimensionals to this. You're not making life easy, Sheba. All right, and we are going to add it right to where this corner is. And I'm going to lift it because Sheba is on my lap and I can't really see. All right, hold on, Missy. Make sure it's on there straight. All right, so we're going to leave it right there in the center of the card. Warm there, 51, and Emma says it's cool. This is true. It's so funny. Well, you know, it was yesterday, it was like, I think it was in the 90s here yesterday. So today it does feel chilly and it's 64. So it's because of how we're acclimated, you know, and we're not really yet. And you feel that warm weather and then you feel it really cold. All right, so here's our airplane. Then I'm going to take a piece of, this is Pebbled Path ribbon. And I just want a little piece. You are such a scutch, Missy. Stop. And cut it at an angle, just like this. And you see her nose? She's in my lap. She's such a nut. And I'm just going to make it like a little ribbon. Let's cut this one a little better. And I'm going to grab my glue dots. All right, sheeps. I'm sorry, honey. You're going to have to get down. Thank you. And we're going to add this to the front of the card. And I am just going to add the ribbon. And I want to see how... Oh, that's actually pretty good. Okay, let's grab another glue dot. And I'm just going to make a little turn with it and add it right there to the front of the card. 70s but raining. Oh, yes, she is helping. She loves being in my room. She loves pulling it apart too. All right. Then I have a little circle here that I punched using a 1 3/8 inch punch. And we're going to pop this up. And I'll put it right over top of that ribbon. And then using Pebbled Path, I punched Happiest Father's Day. And this is punched with a 1 1/4 inch punch. And I would you stop licking. And I'm just going to add a bit of glue. And I am going to actually put it right there on that circle. And I'm going to grab some mini dimensionals. And it seems to be rocking just a little bit. So I'm going to add a dimensional under there. And add one on the other side because it just seems to be rocking just a little bit. Come on, you little stinker. Now, if you wanted to add embellishments, you could add embellishments. I'm going to leave it just the way it is. I'm layering this up twice because I forgot that we have that ribbon under there. So there we go. All right, so now it won't rock. All right, so nice, quick, and easy front of the card. Now for the inside of the card, I have a layer of Mossy Meadow, 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, and then I have a piece of basic white 5 1/4 by 4. And all I'm going to do is I cut an inch wide strip of the designer series paper, and I am going to add some glue just like that, and I'm just going to add this to the bottom of the layer. I just want to make sure. All right, and it looks pretty straight. Then I am going to add a little bit of glue, and I just want to add just a tiny bit right along the edge here. And I did strips that are 1/8 of an inch wide, and I am going to just take it and butt it up against that designer series paper so it lays flat. And I'm going to need my eraser here. All right, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. Another 1/8 of an inch. And we're going to lay this right there and butt it up against that designer series paper. All right, so instead of using a complete 1 1/4 inch designer series paper, we just use 2 little strips. Let's get out our little cutter. I'm just going to stick this in here, line it up at the blade, and just cut off that edge. I know. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. Oh, stop. Oh, just like that. And then we're going to grab some seal. Oh, Sheeby. We've been out like 3 times already this morning, and she's more interested in watching the Amish farmer bale his grass or hay. So she does nothing when I go out with her. So you know where I'm going right after this. All right, so we're just going to lay this on the inside of the card. And then we have a quick and easy fun fold Father's Day card. All right. So there you go. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to head outside with this little girl. She's a nut. Yeah, she is. She's the dog version of Liara. She's very needy, this poor girl. I think she got stung by a bee this morning. So hopefully she's not allergic. Thanks, Karen. So I shall talk to everybody later. Check out that video. Leave a comment. If it does not help you, go through the catalog and I'll do a video tomorrow. So have a great day. Thanks for joining, and I'll talk to everybody soon. Bye-bye.